we've got like 6 hours to catch up, so I think we'll catch up to them. Come on, come on. Shoot in the air. Good. Okay, come back.
It's a trophy tree. Just smash this tree. We are in the Matingwe safari area in western Zimbabwe near the Botswana border. Here on my, I think it's the 13th safari. We're here with CMS Safaris and Buzz Charlton. We're looking for a bull elephant over the next 14 days, and weather's been a little wet here a couple of weeks prior, so we're hoping for a little bit of improved weather and get out on the tracks of some elephant, and looking forward to getting the safari kicked off.
Early season, traditionally late they consider it to be better, but early has always produced some good bulls. It's our marula time, so we're hoping that the marula are dropping and there's some big bulls coming in from Botswana. Our challenge is going to be, we chatted about it, rain. There's been a lot of late rain, so Kev's job, apart from shooting the elephant, is digging this car out when we get stuck. That's the other part of the deal you didn't see in the fine print. Eh?
Just give me a lever.
So yeah, day one, we're going to get down in the Bots border. Kev, the first day or two, normally is more driving than normal, try and get a feel where things are moving, but absolutely we find a track we're going to track. Yep. Take lots of water. The tracking is relatively level. I'm not sure if we're going to be in mud, which makes walking difficult, but if we aren't, it's relatively easy walking. But anytime you want to rest, it makes no difference as to how quickly we'll catch up elephant, because they're going to, from 9 o'clock, they're resting somewhere. So if you want to rest, water, absolutely no problem. But super excited, and day 1 of 14, so we've got an adventure ahead of us.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
The first couple of days of any elephant hunt is usually spent scouting, trying to pick up on the elephant's movement. So what that means is lots of driving. I wanted to focus my efforts on the boundary to see if any of the big Botswana bulls had crossed over.
Okay, let's have lunch in this very romantic area here with lots of shade and stuff, and
try them out.
We'll try them, Kev. Yeah. Let's stretch our legs a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looked like it was about one track. I spaced it off. It looked like about 20, 22.
Yeah, it's hard to see on this hard ground, but it's better than those other little dudes we've seen. I'm guessing it's R21 somewhere there. And there is a hyena track on top of him, so it's a 50-50, but I think let's give it a go after lunch. Yeah.
All right.
Kev, see what delights there are in there. Some chips in there also if you want, some apples.
Chicken something.
Chicken, something or other.
Chicken and rice.
You good there?
Fine. Well, it's got some kind of glaze on it or something. Yeah, we getting on our first elephant track of the hunt and getting ready to go see if we can catch up to him before sundown, which I'm sure we will, and cross our fingers always, right? So exciting to get on our first track of the hunt, and looking forward to a good stalk.
From that last mud wallow is just still wet, so we want to just walk as quietly as we can. As and when we catch them, Kev, just watch my hand signals. This means walk quietly, walk slowly, come, go back. Just the very common sense science. They're even on top of Eddie. I sent Eddie back to that road there. They're even on top of him. We're maybe 20 minutes behind them. Huh? No luck, man. Yeah. That's the way it works. When you hunt these boundary areas, sometimes that happens.
Nice little walk and head away. Morning 3 and finally found a nice set of tracks to follow, real fresh. Looks like 5 or 6 bulls, so we're going to take up the track and hopefully get a look at them and see what we've got. So excited to hopefully get on our first group of elephants, so pretty excited.
I hope they push through because, anyway, let's go for it.
It'll be hard to.
Just saw the back. See the back. Oh, I'm too short. I couldn't. So we're just going to get the wind right, and then try and get
I can see the back of the one.
really up. This it looks like one that
One has 23, 24 strike.
Yeah, one.
1 feet.
Really, yeah. Let's see. I haven't seen his tusks. Therefore, I want some, man. Yeah, there's a big-bodied one there. Mepo. Mepo. Got a bit of wind. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to try and pick up on some more. So the biggest bodied bull was the one at the back. These were also good size, but I only saw the one tusk, maybe not even 30 odd, the one that we could clearly see. Hey? Then the other one had a full tail on him, which probably means he was that sort of 30-year-old, probably not the lead we look at. There was one more big one there, but there was another 2 smaller bodied ones. I think we'll go back, and then we can always come back in the afternoon and follow these. But the biggest track we saw was 21 inches. Eh? All right, it's a start.
Yep. We got on a few flags, so
Yeah.
hey, it's our first five elephants.
This bush is particularly hard because of the height of it. You can see their backs and everything.
Mopani Sea, basically.
Yeah, really. Eh?
Right, we're going to follow in a bull. We followed some this morning. We caught them. Didn't get to look at all of them, but I think we looked at the one we wanted to, and then they smelt us and they hauled ours. And there's a decent elephant bull track, not a monster, but one that's probably worth looking at. And so we've had a lunch, we've had a bit of a siesta. We're going to walk in here. There's a couple of pans. We'll track them in and see if we can catch them. 50-50. Maar dit is de eerste trippelmachine. Ja. Right, Kevin, it's warm, lots of water, no problem, just shout if you want.
We didn't catch up to any of the elephant, but we got a lot of miles in, and sun's going down, so we headed back to the road. And legs are heavy for the first day, and we did a lot of good walking.
We were closer. We were right on his tail, man. That he couldn't have been more than, what, 10 minutes ahead of us at that pan. But he heard us in the beginning.
Good morning. Morning day 4. We're here at the top of the dam overlooking the what used to be solid water, and saw some pelicans. You don't see that every day in Africa. But trying to get on the track of a big bull this morning. We saw the tracks of a couple days ago, and should be a great start to a day. Certainly a beautiful start. Well, it's afternoon day 4, and we're about to take a lunch break. So we've done a long trip up the Botswana border and around, and been checking for tracks all day, and really haven't found anything worth following. Actually, most have been going the wrong direction. But anyway, the guys are checking this pan here, which is a water point, but unfortunately there's a lot of water still left in the concession in other areas. So we're going to go have lunch and give it a go up the Cholocho boundary for the rest of the day. All right, so morning day 9, and we're out here a little bit earlier as the sun's just now coming up and getting light enough to see tracks. So we're going to go up and down this area that's been kind of the hotter area in terms of bulls crossing, and see if we can pick up one a little bit earlier and hopefully get on one earlier today. All right, we've found a track here near the border, headed the right direction. So it's nice and early still, so we're going to get on this bull and see if we can get a look at him and hopefully make a decision.
Worried about the wind. Hey, 2 bulls there. Okay, you see them, so we got to come around here.
We'd managed to spot a couple of bulls from up in the tree. The scrub's height made the approach tricky, so we had to keep climbing tree after tree just to get a better vantage point and figure out how to move in.
Let's try and get them visual. Such horrible bush, eh? Horrible bush. Three bulls walking. I'm not sure they didn't hear us a little bit, but they're just walking. It's so hard in this, you know. Fuck. Right in our back again. Oh, but that's why we needed to come like this, because the wind is coming east-west. The problem at some point, you know, if you can't see, we have to get on tracks, and then it's coming. I would take, if they're 600 meters, I'll give them another 500 meters, take a point, and then we'll walk in on it. Total kilometer direction cuentas, no, straight up. I mean, if we try and track them, we're doomed. We have to try and loop on them with this wind there. I'll have to shout at him. If I tell you to shoot in the air, you shoot in the air. Hey, come on. Come on, come on. Hop, shoot in the air. Good. Okay, come back, come back. Well done. Bit of fun for the day. Draw that tree right down. I know, Kev, like 40, nice, a pretty 40.
Hey, we got close to one.
Yes, you smashed that tree, eh? I know, not a big bull, but not quite for us, eh?
It's nice though. Good
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, man, we needed something like that. Nizoro? Yeah.
Actually, I thought he was still going to come for a second after that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to. You're unsafe there, eh?
Yeah, it's unsafe.
Come on now. Hop, hop, hop. Hop. Good. Okay, come back.
That's what we're here for.
Finally, it's taken us only about 10 days to get into them. But it just shows you he was just walking. Look at the distance he covered, just walking. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, no, Eddie's going to think we shot one. But Lela, I've marked Lela. No, I don't see it there. Oh, and so. Hè? Ja, breek up. But man is goed, dan moet er iets op hem dingen.
It's our trophy tree. Just smash this tree. Smash the ground right here to pull up about 10 yards away. Pretty exciting stuff. All right, well, we finished day 9 with a little bit of excitement. We finally got in on a good bull, a little bit too small for what we're after, but he gave us a great show and decided he was in must, so he was feeling a little bit frisky and charged, and thankfully we were able to stop him without having to put an end to it, but very exciting for sure.
Good fun. As Kev said, I actually asked him to shoot in the air. My days of shooting in the air are long gone, but if, like Kev's got 2 shots, so one above the elephant, and it stopped with me. He gave a second thought of coming again, at which point I was going to say to Kev, well, that's your elephant, Kev. And I turned around and, well, smashed a tree first, then turned around and hit it. But a bit of excitement. Good tracking from the guys and from Nyati. Long track, eh? How many hours?
That was from
11, eh?
yeah, up to 3.
12, 1, 3, 4 hours.
All right, morning day 10. We've come up to the northern side of the concession on the Bots border and found some good tracks, predictably, and we're going to head in and look like they're pretty fresh. A lot of wind and some cloud cover today. A lot cooler actually with this wind blowing, but probably actually going to help us get a closer approach. So we're going to get on these tracks.
Okay, a couple of bulls, one way back, coming parallel to the border. Charlton was following it to have a look how fresh it was. These ones have come in, they're going to join up, so we're going to go from now. I don't think they're too far, although it's cool and we know how fast elephants can walk, but if they're feeding, it shouldn't take us too long. Hopefully it'll be a bit more open than other spots. Kunugai, but it's Salane Eddie.
Some of that dung was quite fresh.
Yeah, we thought some there a little bit warmer, so yeah.
Crichton, I just now realized you're getting some gray. Be like us.
Join the club there. Apple. 3. What are their tracks like? So it looks like we got 4 together again. My God, they're going towards the road where we drove this morning.
Yeah, so we're near lunchtime. We've come off the other bulls. The Yati and the guys found 2 nice bulls that are not far inside. They've taken the track, they've backed out, and we're coming down to join them. And we're going to go in now and try to get on these 2 bulls, and one of them sounds like he's got real potential.
268 meters.
We had heard them break a branch up ahead and knew they were close. We were now playing a game of cat and mouse, watching every step we took to ensure we didn't give away our position.
Odd angle to tell because he's looking straight at us. Yeah, I see that right tusk. Or left tusk, I mean. It's quite short there. I see what happened. Is that the one you thought was long or short, Nyati? It's got quite a taper to it. He's quite thick at the lip and come lower down. You can see his dust there. But that is, yeah.
Even though it was getting late in the safari, we had to be sure this was the bull we wanted. We needed to move into a position where we could see both tusks. Only then could we decide if this was the one.
That guy must have been at the back, would be my guess.
We knew there were a number of bulls in the area and we could hear one off to the side. So we decided to pull back, take a look at the other bull before making the call on which one to take.
45, he's under 2.5 foot sticking out, but he's quite thick, 45, yeah. What do you think? Desperate to see the other one, yeah, I must admit. I think this is the one they said was longer. It might well be. How big it is, then it's got to be your choice, eh? So I'm telling you, I reckon it's a 45 pounder that day. Big body, he's an old bull. We've got 4 days left. But in here somewhere is... Worried, I was just saying that we were a bit worried about the direction he's going, but those other tracks went that way, man. Nyati, did you look at this bull? But is this not the one with the long ivory? Are you 100% sure? Because this one down better for you. He thinks it's the shorter one, yeah. Right. Okay, we need to move around so this one doesn't get our wind. We're just going to have to play cat and mouse a little bit. The other one's breaking branches in here. Okay, watch your feet there, guys. Second one, it's got a glass wear in its left tusk, which is smaller and is much smaller in body. The big one we've already seen. So that is our decision. If we want to shoot one, we're going to shoot the big one if we want to shoot it. Let's see if we can get close and have a look.
Even though we were right in the middle of the elephants, it's always important to stay focused. As we came round a small bush, there it was, one of Africa's most deadly snakes, the black mamba. Great shot. Great shot, Kev. Beautifully done, eh? Perfect shooting, man. Well done. Do it. Kev, great shooting. I think, we're at that point of the safari where we... eh?
Chances have been hard to come by, so
Yeah.
we followed this bull for almost 17 kilometers today.
Yeah, 17 Ks, eh?
So it's a great end.
It's a great end. Very, very much so. Do it, eh?
Big body.
Big bodied bull, Kev, and beautifully bred. Oh my gosh, eh? Well done, gentlemen. Well tracked, eh? It's a long day, eh? Well done. Eh?
Thank you.
Good shooting, sir.
Very good shooting, eh?
Excellent.
That's good, well done. Eh? Kev, that was very good shooting, my friend. Eh?
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to do. He came in to check us out like we thought he might.
And the other one, massive body, Kev. Massive, massive body. Yes, that's a massive body, Kev. Gee, how big is that body, eh? That is a huge, huge bodied elephant. Kevin, well done, my friend. Eh? I think we have a beer tonight. What do you reckon, eh? Okay, I think we can make it safe, eh?
The second one in his heart.
Absolute perfect brain shot, man. Oh, eh? That will be a hunt of a lifetime, though, Kev, eh? That is a hunt of a lifetime. Eh?
These huge feet.
Kev, look at that, eh? You got no bracelets, an old bull, eh? Old bull.
This is our fourth elephant and by far the biggest bodied elephant. It's a huge old bull.
An incredible brain shot, eh?
That's where you're supposed to hit him.
Yeah, he was dead on his feet, eh? Yeah.
Yep, we got a great end to a safari we worked real hard on, and we've put in a lot of miles over the last 10 days. Today's the end of day 10, and we tracked this old guy for a long time, saw him and bumped him a number of times today, and we were able to stay on him. And just before the border and just before dark here, he came to check us out one last time, and it was a great end to a successful safari.
Kevin gave it a perfect frontal brain shot. Initially we came in, we were looking for around the 60 mark, but we had some late rains which made it extremely difficult. And I think the first sort of 5-6 days we didn't really get onto any elephant. Very tough. And even this guy, as Kev says, we've bumped him several times. We discussed about it and said he's a huge old bull and he's in that 40-pound bracket, 40, 45. And we decided, all right, if we can catch him and he'll give us a good opportunity, we're going to take him. And what a beautiful opportunity and what a beautiful shot from Kev. So, Kev, I got to tell you what, you've walked incredibly well. We've done some serious, what I call my Tingui marathons. We've done, I think, 2 that have been in the bracket of marathons in a day. So you can be super proud, and it's a big old bull. So, Kev,
Yep. Thank you.
well done. Hey?
Thanks to the team as well.
Yeah, good tracking,
worked
gentlemen.
hard.
Where's this guy?
All right, it's the morning after, day 11, and we're here at the recovery site. The guys have almost completed cutting the road. They're going to bring the tractor, and here in this area, they remove the entire elephant and take it back to be processed in whole so they don't leave anything behind. So they've been working hard to come in and complete the recovery, so we're almost done. One good thing about this area and really all the areas I've hunted in is all the meat, everything will be utilized by the community. Everything's going to be processed to go to the local villagers and be utilized. Got quite a celebratory dinner thanks to the staff.
What do you got for us, Aaron? That's pretty impressive.
Thank you so much. Tonight for dinner, I've got a tomahawk steak with cauliflower puree, seasoned veg, crushed potatoes, and on top of the tomahawk, we've got a béarnaise sauce.
What a treat, eh?
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the staff. you a picture of that tomahawk the guys did.
Oh, gorgeous, eh?
Beautiful.
I'm also going to get a picture of that.
Thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome, sir. Okay.
Yeah. You carry on, I'll follow you.
All right, sir.
Let him knock everyone out.
Here's your champagne, Kev.
All right. Thank you.
You don't know how to use a sword yet?
I haven't tried that one.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
The Buzz is coming around, just you can't wait, you can't wait for champagne.
No, I want to make a nice toast here, man. Kev, can I make a little toast here?
Yep.
We started off looking for the monster of all monster elephants. It was exceptionally hard. It really, really was. 10 days into it, and we didn't see a hell of a lot. We tracked hundreds of miles. I mean, we literally have tracked 100 Ks. I think we worked it out so far.
On foot.
On foot, eh? And
Hundreds in the car.
yeah, we've caught up to them. It's been tough. The bush has been thick. And then we decided that today, a beautiful big-bodied bull around 40 pounds, that if he gave us a good opportunity, we'd take it. And we took it, and your shot was absolutely outstanding. And I tell you what, Kev, you can hold your head high. Your walking's been unbelievable, and your shooting has been exceptional, and your company's been even better. So thank you very much, Kev. Thank you. And Heath, thank you for your help.
Pleasure.
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And I got to tell you, I want a little other toast. There's a man there called Aaron who's going to, I know Doug's going to swing to him. Aaron, you are outstanding and a real credit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Cheers.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tonight brings the close to a safari, and it's always, you know, a little bit sad and also a little bit happy. You know, you always miss Africa. I think it's my 13th safari. I'll be doing, you know, many more as long as I'm able to physically, but also really looking forward to getting home and seeing the family, seeing my wife and my kids, and getting back to real life, I guess you would say. And always you begin planning your next safari at the end of your last. So that's what we'll be doing here again, and hopefully, you know, see some of the same folks in the future, and look forward to some more successful safaris.